Parents, if you're wondering how your kids are being treated in school, well, there's an app for that. Tuesday night started with a whole lot of bonding and, of course, bowling. But the fun didn't stop there. The kids and cops brought their newly formed friendships to do some shopping. Usually, you don't see a rake and a snow shovel outside of Hemlock Hardware at the same time. Now, I know this is the first snowfall of the season, so it's important to remember to always brush the snow off the top of your car so it's not flying on the highway. But all 4 of the survivors are in critical condition. Police say the woman who crossed the street and got hit by the car unfortunately did not make it. I mean, if you take a look at this, I'm gonna take a step. Look at how much snow is right there. And if you take a look at this sidewalk, this just was plowed, and there's probably about a half an inch at least in here. It was plowed maybe 5 or 10 minutes ago. Meet Albert, and don't be fooled by his small stature. He has a huge influence on social media. But she says that Joelle Colindres has always cooperated with ICE and will continue to do so today. Fallen trees and debris like this can be seen across town. Now, officials tell me they kind of pushed it all to the side of the road to clear the road. They want anyone to give them a call if they do see any power lines or trees down. National Weather Service says the tornado had wind speeds up to 100 miles an hour. And look at how powerful the winds were to take down even the biggest of trees and street signs. The town is slowly but surely recovering today. One of the first things he plans to do is increase security efforts to make sure something like this never happens again. Police don't have much information surrounding the death of the woman, but say the circumstances are suspicious. They're waiting for the results of the autopsy that was scheduled for this morning to provide more clarity. Now, Nancy, Johanna has prided herself on being the underdog. How do you think her real-world experience makes her a great candidate? Yeah, everyone is definitely still waiting for word, but the numbers keep coming in, and as they continue to come in, Johanna Hayes' numbers actually just keep going up. 1 cup of lemonade is being used to show the pay disparity in America. Now, if I were a white man, this cup would be full to the top. But since I'm an Asian woman, I only get about 80%. Religious leaders at the Temple Shalom say they've always had a really good relationship with police, always working on bettering their security together. So this presence was no surprise, but of course, greatly appreciated. Can you believe that just 3 weeks ago, these floors were dirt and the walls were bare? Eric, Democrat Johanna Hayes secured her place on the ballot back in August when she defeated opponent Mary Glassman in the Democratic primary. Glassman actually had much of the party's endorsement at that time. Well, history was made here tonight as Johanna Hayes is projected to be Connecticut's first Black Democratic Congresswoman. The fire marshal spent much of the morning out at the property assessing the damage and trying to investigate exactly what caused the fire. That investigation continues tonight. Tina, police are still looking into what could have caused 2 vehicles to collide and crash into a fence at very high speeds on the intersection of Lincoln Street and Nichols Avenue. Yeah, Eric, it's a much quieter scene tonight, but this morning, this entire road was blocked off by dozens of police cars after a fight broke out between the family of the victim and the suspect. Yeah, meeting attendees say buildings just like the Garden Cinema have been labeled blighted under this redevelopment plan, but many are encouraging the City Council to focus on projects they've already begun, like the Wall Street Place or POCO. Construction was stalled years ago and has yet to resume. After a long winter, Stamford crews are hitting the roads and paving problem areas that you may have complained about.